For the next 24 hours, I'm going to be exploring Niagara Falls. I'll be staying in a fancy Fallsview room and doing a few of the various activities around this iconic landmark. If you wonder how much the hotel room and activities cost and whether or not they're worth it, and maybe pick up a few travel tips while you're at it, stick around to the end of this video.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of.
It might be a bit of a tourist trap. Well, I think we saved the best till last. Okay, so destination number 1, the Whitewater Walk. Well, that certainly doesn't look very savory. You could potentially stand and watch this for quite some time. Was it worth $19 plus $5 for parking? It's a nice experience and all, but something like this, not gonna lie, I kind of feel like it shouldn't cost so much. I mean, obviously they've got to charge for something because you have to use the elevator and they've got to maintain the boardwalk. I don't know. In its defense, it's one of the more spectacular walks I've ever had to pay for. Just to give you perspective of how long the boardwalk actually is, it's this long. You know, maybe if I read one of these boards somewhere, it would tell me exactly how long the walk actually is. If I can find that, I'll caption it in. Okay, where to next? More parking fees. I just paid $35 for parking here. I have to pay $35 for parking at the hotel. Hey guys, Sam from the future here, just bringing you a little bit of advice I didn't learn until day 2 about the parking situation. There's a lot of parking spaces right here next to the falls, but they are ridiculously overpriced and expensive. Even the larger parking lots further up there or further down here cost $35 all day parking. But that short 10-minute walk that I just came down from the Skylon Tower, there are parking spaces there for $10 for the whole day, or the one that I'm at just now, at the Skylon, was $15 all day parking. Just that little bit of knowledge can save you so much more money. So much for coming on a weekday and beating the crowds. It's insanely busy. And that, folks, is what we're all here for, Niagara Falls. That is the center point of the entire attraction to this area, is Niagara Falls, which is arguably one of the most scenic locations in all of North America. Natural locations. So the cruise to the falls, the ones on the American side in the blue ponchos, that's called the Maid of the Mist. The ones on the Canadian side, they're the ones in the red ponchos, that's called the Hornblower. I'm up to that one next. No help at all. I am soaked to the skin. So then I was stupid enough to stand at the front of the boat, so I've only got myself to blame really. $32 I think it is, plus tax for an adult ticket. I think that was definitely the most worth one. So unfortunately I can't check into my hotel for another 2 hours and I am completely soaking wet. So I guess I'm just gonna have to walk it off. Whoa, don't fall for it, don't fall for it. That's what the smell was. Yeah, I fell for it. Among other things at the Clifton Hill is the SkyWheel.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so next up is that one there, the Wax Museum. I've been reading about this place online. Apparently it's like considered one of the worst in the whole world, which makes it funny. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great week.
You too. What have they done to you, Sean? Any guesses with this one? I know that the robe is kind of giving it away a little bit. It's Rupert Grint. Ah yes, Emma Watson. Who could forget Daniel Radcliffe?
Guess that celebrity!
Any guesses? Try and guess this one. Oh no! No clue.
Thank you for playing Guess That Celebrity!
That was an experience, let's say. So Clifton Hill is nice and all, but it just has this sort of really weird sort of touristy, carnival-y kind of feel to the whole thing. It makes it feel rather sort of artificial, which, I mean, I guess if you're into that sort of stuff, then it's great, but I don't know, kind of more like the falls side of things. Okay, so it looks like check-in is now available, so I'm just gonna head over, pick up the car, and then I can go and check into the hotel. Okay, let's... Ooh, this is nice. Get this out of the way, that out of the way, and the face marks that are all over the window. Gross. This is what I paid all that money for. This is giving me my view tonight. Isn't that incredible? But I have to go and put this in my car first before I can get comfortable and enjoy the room, so I'm gonna go do that now. And then I'll come back for the grand tour.
A little longer than a few minutes later. 1 hour later.
Okay, so after I got in, I just crashed and chilled out for a little while because I was exhausted from all of that walking in the sun. I think I'm actually pretty badly sunburned as well. And then what I did was I got all my gear out and get them all charged and stuff so that I could start recording again because all my batteries had come flat. Basically, it's as you would expect of any other room. In fact, I would say probably for my experiences of staying in the Marriott hotel, this is actually pretty average. You got the 2 beds, you've got the really, I don't know why, they're always uncomfortable, the couches. And then there's not even really a desk here. You usually get some sort of like desk, you know, it is what it is. A little tea and coffee making facility. And then a little kind of pokey, kind of dingy bathroom. I will agree that the view is fantastic, but this thing here has all the pressure and power of someone dripping a glass of water over your head. Like there are smudges and stuff on the glass where people have been like touching it. It's kind of gross. The room is also filled with a lot of other people's hair. Ooh. Pretty sure that's a toenail clipping. The bedding has a few questionable stains on them too. So for now, all I have left to do is go get changed and then go get something for dinner. There we go, easy. There's something always really awkward about going out and dining by yourself, but whatever. Can't go wrong with margaritas. I think we're gonna have to go back to the hotel and lie down and just, I guess, go into a bit of a food coma and then start again with the adventure tomorrow morning. Good morning for day 2 in the lovely Niagara Falls. How about that sunrise, eh? The time lapse doesn't do it justice. Watch this video. I woke up to that streaming in on my bed. See, the problem with the shower is there's no pressure whatsoever. That's more like it. I love my breakfast buffets. One of my favorite things about coming to Marriott. So now for the price breakdown. For the cost of the entirety of my stay at the Marriott Hotel, it cost $412. The charge for the room itself is $244. While you're scrolling looking for a hotel price, you'll see a bunch of different prices, but that's never what you're finally gonna pay. You have to add tax to that. Additional to that, I had to pay a amenity fee of $15.95 plus $2.07. About $18 worth of amenity fee. And that amenity fee gets you a pass on the bus and spirits and beer sampling. You have to pay for this. But if we didn't particularly want to use any of those, do we still get charged for it? Yeah. So on the bill, there's also an LF ampersand dollar symbol to MAT fee, which according to the summary charges of the Bonvoy app is actually the convention and tourism fee. So not only are you paying for the view, you have to pay for the convenience of being close to it. The buffet breakfast, including taxes, cost a total of $42.62. So, in my personal opinion, I don't really think that it was particularly worth it. There are a lot more affordable and good quality places that you can stay, and with the money that you're saving, you could afford to do way more things here. The room being super expensive only comes down to one thing and one thing only: that view. And now I think we're ready to go. Parking the Skylon Tower was $15, but they do give you a $1 off voucher as well, so yeah. That's a long way to drop something valuable. So the Skylon Tower has an upper view open air deck, which is considerably nicer than watching it from indoors. I'd say that the view from here is definitely better than what I had in my hotel room. It's definitely better than what I had on the Niagara SkyWheel, that little thing down there. I'm probably going to list this in my top 3 things to do in Niagara so far. I think this is one of the better ones. So the tower also has a restaurant as well, but there's a tax on food that's served really, really high up, and that's why it costs so much. The open air deck is actually quite a nice thing on a hot day like this, but I can imagine the winter might get a little bit nippy. And that's our time pretty much over here in Niagara Falls. But, you know, I think I might have time for just one more thing. I definitely think that we saved the best till last. That's the end of our 24 hours in Niagara. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.